A facility applicable to Part 158 must submit an application for a certificate of adequacy to the captain of the port and maintain the certificate of adequacy in order to receive vessels. The first part of the application is the Form A. This form indicates the company that the facility will have on retainer to receive oily mixtures. The information on the Form A must include whether the applicant is a port or a terminal, their information, location, as well as point of contact. The back of the Form A indicates the company that the facility or port has a contractual agreement with to accept oily waste. This facility must have a hazardous waste transfer permit from either the EPA or a certified state authority, and must also have the information for the company. The RCRA Has Waste permit confirms the facility can handle oily waste and or has waste. The certificate of adequacy is a requirement for facilities like IMTT Chesapeake. Under 33 CFR Part 158, Subpart B applies to each port and each terminal located in the United States or subject to the jurisdiction of the United States that is used by ocean-going tankers or any other ocean-going ships of 400 gross tons or more carrying oily mixtures. Subpart D applies to each port and terminal located in the United States or subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. Subpart B requires the facility to have a way to discharge oily waste from the vessels, and Subpart D requires the facilities to have a way to discharge garbage. After the application has been confirmed to be satisfactory, the captain of the port will issue the certificate of adequacy. Hey, we're just with the Coast Guard here to do your annual 158 MARPOL reception exam. Has anything changed in the last year?
Nothing has changed other than infrastructure changes and additions, which you can find documented in the operations manual, FRP, and all that. But according to our MARPOL stuff, no, nothing has changed.
Awesome. Well, can we take a look at your NDPDS permit for stormwater?
Sure. This is our stormwater permit issued by the state of Virginia DEQ.
And while I'm just getting this ready, do you mind if we also have your PHMSA permit?
Sure. This is your hazardous materials registration.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that. And would you mind just explaining the process of when you receive a notification for these ships to discharge any oily mixtures or oily ballast or even garbage? What's your process from notification to end?
According to our doc package, we update every calendar year and send out to ship's agents. The ship agent will give us a 24-hour request for service in writing on our service permission request form. Once we receive that, we track the vessel for updates. We will help them, either the agent or the ship directly, to contact HEPACO, who is our oil spill response organization, and also noted in our packet, our doc packet, as the only ones who have access to the facility to order waste removal from vessels.
Okay. And have you had any issues with your contracted people to pull the garbage or oily waste off in the time requirement set?
We have not. So we'll get the 24-hour notice, we'll monitor them. We have a great relationship with HEPACO for 15 years here in Chesapeake, and as well as our Richmond facility. We have direct contacts with them, and generally we'll give them a notification. They'll have that time frame. We'll keep them updated with timing, and they generally can get here within an hour or two of All Fast.
Okay.
So
So you mentioned HEPACO. Who are your contracted organizations? So HEPACO and
we also, as a backup, we retain Moran Environmental Services, just as a backup to HEPACO if they cannot respond.
Okay. Do you mind if I see the contracts for
Sure.
that?
This is the letter of attestation for our Osro services through HEPACO.
All right.
And then this would be the COA for mobile reception facility, including APHIS waste and regulated garbage, international regulated garbage, through them and their services.
Okay. So HEPACO contracts Stericycle for your garbage?
Correct. We do have a current account with Stericycle. In the efforts of speediness with the Osro, they can be here. It also can contract them for access agreement and if need to be escorted TWIC program. So odds are they would work together hand in hand during that response.
All right. Awesome.
We also retain them with a continuing services agreement that's just updated every 2 years and was recently updated. That keeps them under legal contract with us and vice versa.
All right.
And at that time, when they do get on site, the ship's agent receives this, which only changes every calendar year. They will provide the vessel, and that is our procedure for notification and who can come on and where garbage or oily waste can go for correct disposal. All that is documented also in our waste management plan here at the terminal. So we do have a plan for all sorts of waste hazards, non-hazardous, APHIS. We keep that in this binder in the office. This will follow this plan for INGT policy procedures.
Sounds good. Do you have your current certificate of adequacy?
I do. This is the application that was put in last year, good for 2026, and that's an actual certificate of adequacy there.
Everything seems to be in really good order, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sign it for the year. Today is the 3rd. So it is. Alrighty, sir. I appreciate your time today. Just keep making sure that they can do what they need to.
We appreciate it.
Do you mind if we just go down to see the removal of oily ballast?
Yes, follow me.